Hi everyone, I'm Owen Muniz, host of the All Four Downs podcast. Football season is near and we have the podcast for you. Subscribe and follow the YouTube channel for insights on picks, sports betting, on all NFL, college football, and the upcoming XFL games. It's All Four Downs. Presented by Clovercrest Media. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the HHWShow podcast presented by CMG Sports. It is the hard-hitting wrestling show, and we got Summerslam coming up Saturday, July 30th. You don't want to miss it because, man, them stat cards are on fire. And let me zoom in real quick and see what I got going on right here, and it's just the predictions. That's right, predictions. Slight changes of my previous pick on the live show, but hey, let's continue on because look, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, last man standing match. I was leaning on Brock Lesnar, but with all that's happening behind the stage with new positions, you know, it's a lot of turbulence backstage there, right? And with Vince McMahon retiring and everything else, look, Roman Reigns should retain the undisputed championship. That's right, the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship. But could he be able to hold on to those belts because somebody is the Money in the Bank winner and could potentially cash in? We should wait and see on what happens there, right? Also, Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey. I picked Liv Morgan to retain the title. More on that later. Also, Theory, I just talked about him, right? He holds the briefcase, but he's going against Bobby Lashley, which he hasn't paid attention to because he's worried about Dolph Ziggler. He's worried about Madcap Moss, right? And the Usos, Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman. There's a lot going on Theory's hands right now. How could he focus on the United States Championship? All right. He's running his mouth, but he looked like his legs was trembling when he went face to face with Roman Reigns, and he had an open neck slapped by the Usos. I'm just saying, I believe that Theory is going to lose it all at SummerSlam. Yeah, Bobby Lashley retains as the United States Championship, but I have one other theory that I'm going to discuss. Please stand by for that one, all right? Because it's coming up. All right, the Usos and the Street Profits. Look, this is the last chance for the Street Profits. If the bloodline is going to fall down, it has to start with the Usos losing the titles. I will root for the Street Profits on this. But should the Street Profits lose, I see the breakup within the Street Profits. Yes, I do see Montez Ford going solo after SummerSlam. He has been wrestling at WWE Dark, all right? And he's been bulking up. And this guy's a fly-high superstar, all right? I think he flies higher than Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Just saying. But the special guest is Jarrett, right? Jeff Jarrett. Will he side on either superstars or will he call it between the line? What does that mean? The only thing I could say that has history on this, not only Jeff Jarrett is a country boy, but he does have history with the Usos' dad, Rikishi, or back then when he was called Fatu. Remember that, all right? Here we go. Another match, Pat Mcafee versus Happy Corbin. I am picking Happy Corbin to win. He is a superstar. He is a former King of the Ring champion. He is a former champion, and his resume speaks volume. But you're talking about Pat Mcafee, who's very talented, right? He did get a win at WrestleMania, but he did match up with Adam Cole and lost in NXT. Baron Corbin, in my opinion, is a way better superstar than Adam Cole. All right. And yes, I know Corbin lost to Mad Cat Moss and everything else. I love the angle he plays. But in this particular match, you got to give it to Corbin. This is Corbin's comeback. Get him out the way. Let's move Corbin forward. Man, I just wish he was a champion. But it is what it is. But I got in this match, Corbin. Then you got the Raw Women's Championship, Bianca Belaire against Becky Lynch. I'm picking Bianca Belaire to win. It's in her home state. The fans will be cheering for her. I don't think that anything will go wrong. But if history was to repeat itself, I will have Bianca Belaire watch her back on this one. Now, this match has been postponed. Riddle suffered an injury due to Seth freaking Rollins. But Seth freaking Rollins, how can you be without him for SummerSlam? That is the theory. Get it? That's a theory. Who knows? Just remember, Seth Rollins, okay, did in one of the episodes on Monday Night Raw talk to Theory. Okay, that left a lot of doors open. Could it be that Seth Rollins or Seth freaking Rollins be the architect and finally take down the bloodline? What better to do it with Theory, who is having the briefcase and cash it in when it counts? I mean, what better to ask for a guy that did it during a WrestleMania at both Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns? Oh, man. No one's talking about it, but I am. All right, moving on. Logan Paul versus The Miz. I agree with Hector Vasquez on the live show. Not a big fan of the YouTuber or any celebrity just jumping on ship to get, their match on the biggest stage or the second biggest stage of them all. I'm picking The Miz to win this match. And finally, Judgment Day versus Mysterios. I'm leaning on the Judgment Day, straight up. Judgment Day, they got to have it, right? But the Judgment Day, I think they should watch their back because someone's coming, and that is Edge. And Edge will come back as his old school himself and take care of business. I know that has to happen, all right? Maybe one of the Mysterios will get hurt. Maybe Dominic gets captured or something like that, and Edge, surprise, becomes a tag team with Rey Mysterio or vice versa. Who knows, all right? And then where's Rhea Ripley fit on this? Rhea Ripley smudged all over Rey Mysterio's daughter, okay? And they commenced the ass whooping of the lifetime to ruin the 20th anniversary of Rey Mysterio. Now, here's a couple of options that can happen, right? Edge, I'm already calling it. He's coming back. He has to, okay? But what about Bayley? Bayley. Everyone's talking about Bayley to chase after championship titles or whatever. But she's been gone for a long minute, all right? Recovering from their ACL injury. What better to come on back and pick an opponent like Rhea Ripley and have that chemistry and go at it? Yes, I would love to see this. As a matter of fact, because of the postponement of Riddle and Seth Rollins, why don't you have a match attitude right there and there? Bayley versus Rhea Ripley. I love it. And speaking about other comebacks, what about Charlotte? Charlotte Flair got married to Andrade. Congratulations. She's coming back. Could she come back for this SummerSlam? Look, most of the time when we predict somebody to come, they usually come the next day, right? Or for Monday Night Raw. Maybe make that presence, right? But this is Liv Morgan, the SmackDown Women's Champion. Can she really go face-to-face one-on-one with Ronda Rousey? It's a hard sell. And unfortunately, maybe something might happen to give edge for Liv Morgan. I do pick Liv Morgan to retain the SmackDown Women's title, but something more has to happen for me to earn that respect for Liv Morgan to be champion, okay? Because let's face it, if it wasn't for Natalya and Ronda Rousey match, Liv Morgan probably wouldn't be the champion. But now she may have to answer to all the critics, including myself, that she can't handle it. But will she? Or will Charlotte Flair have something to do with it? I'm predicting that these three superstars will have a triple threat match all the way to England for the next premium live event that's happening in September. You're listening to the HHW Show podcast. I'm Over Maniz. Thank you for listening, and tune in to other predictions such as Northeast Wrestling and also my top 10 that you could catch on Spotify. And yes, the new top 10 for WWE will come out after SummerSlam, as well as the current Northeast Wrestling. So if you found that independent stream, by all means, listen to the top 10. You will definitely enjoy it on Spotify or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast platform. And once again, I'm Over Maniz. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care, and let's have a wonderful, wonderful SummerSlam.